Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to a new video. Today I'll be doing a video on the trade I did today. Moderna, traded Moderna 3 times. I'll be calling it Myrna because that's the ticker. So don't get confused, Myrna, Moderna, same thing. So let's get into it. Before I even get into it, why did I decide to trade Myrna? Well, first of all, I decided to trade Myrna because of the chat room I'm in. Awesome Calls Trading. He called out this perfect trade. If you are interested in getting into this chat room, there'll be a link in the description box below. Check it out. If you have any questions about this chat room, feel free to message me. I do not work for him. I do not work for this company, but I do support them because when I started out, I was losing a shit ton of money, and this is the only room that was able to teach me how to actually trade and make money. And not only like he gives out these perfect calls, but he also teaches you how to do it yourself, which is amazing. So I always recommend this room. If you have any questions about this room, feel free to message me. I will always give you my honest opinion about it. But let's get into it. So he said Myrna, Goldman Sachs out with 139 price target from 107. Okay, so I see this news, but I want to confirm it. I want to read more about it. So I go to the fly on the wall, put in Myrna, blah, blah, blah. So he says, reality, Moderna price target raised from 139 from 107 at Goldman Sachs. Now, same thing as what is in the room, is in the notes, and these notes are before market even opens. So keep that in mind. So Goldman Sachs is a very big company. So whenever they do a price target in the company, the stock will fly a bit for that day or 2 days, and then it will drop. Go a little bit lower, that's what I mean. It won't like drop. But yeah, so I read about it. I liked it. So okay, I like this. So he says, do not long unless pop to the 100, then look for a 4 to 6 point more to the upside on it. Now go into the stock. It did not pop at the open exactly at 100. So a lot of people will be asking me, well, Mark, why didn't you go in when it crossed this 100 and it would have went up? Why did you go exactly here? Well, let me explain. It didn't pop at the open it didn't exactly pop at the open. So it went down a little bit and then it popped. When it does this, stocks are like, think about it as humans. When you're running, you do need a little break. So think about it that way. So it ran a little bit. It needed a little bit of a break to run even higher. So I saw this big candle. So I'm like, okay, the stock does need a break. So maybe it'll go a little bit more down and then I'll see how it plays out. So there is like this little resistance level at the $100.50 mark. So I'm like, okay, once I could see that I could cross that or it's about to cross it, I will go in it. So that's exactly what I did. I saw that it's about to go. This arrow is supposed to be a little bit higher, but this is just approximately this arrow. So I went into here, and when I went in, what contracts did I get into? A lot of people are also asking me this question. I went into the $100 strike price. Why did I do that? Well, when I traded this in the morning, the volume wasn't open yet, so I only had the open interest and the spreads to see which ones I want to go in. At that time, the open interest on the 100s were the best. The 105s were a little bit out of the money, unless I held it the whole ride, but I buy and sell within minutes, if not even seconds. So I went into the 100s, and then I did get stopped out by my stops at this little red candle. And then at that I made a $200 profit. So it's money, but I wanted more. I knew it's gonna run more. So again, there's this little resistance point at the 101 level. So once it crossed the 101, I went in again. So I went in here, but this time I went in the 102 contracts, I believe, if I'm not wrong, 102 or 103, something like that. So I went in, had my just took it up, had my stops very tight, and then I got stopped out at this red candle right here. And then this trade I made $1,700 with only $1,500 buying power. Now, this is options. I did the math. If you had $1,500 buying power and you played equity with this move, you would have only made $60. Now, $60 is also good, but $1,700 is also, it's better. So if you do have a small account, options are a lot more riskier, but they have a higher reward. So higher reward, but also higher risk. But if you know how to play them the right way, you will be getting rewarded. So that was the big play, and then at the very end, I also made a quick 260 bucks when it crossed this resistance point right here, like the 103.70, and then took it up a little bit more, made 260 bucks. Here I had the 105 contracts, but the big move was this right here. So yeah, that was my trade. I think I covered everything. The strike price, when I went in, why did I go in? So again, I didn't go in here because this was a big green candle and it needed a little bit of rest so that it could fly even higher. So I would have, if the stock from here would have went up, so if these red candles weren't here, I would have went in here and then it would have went up. But I didn't go in because it went down a little bit, it pulled a little bit, and then it went up, so it needed a little bit of breather, and then it would fly up more. Same thing here. Went up high, needed a little bit of breather, went up even more. And look how perfect these price targets are. So these 100, 104, 106, all these lines were drawn before market even opened. And how do I draw them? From here. Clears 100, 4 to 6 points up. So 100 is here, 100 plus 4, 104, 100 plus 6, 106. And it did exactly what it wanted. It did exactly as AJ from ACT, the trading room I'm in, said. Went to 105, exactly. Almost hit, 104. Almost hit 104, which is perfect. And then it flew up exactly to 106. Did a double topping and then went down. But this was the move here, like, from here to here, that was the move. I mean, you could have, I played a little bit here, but, I mean, you could have made a lot of money on the stock. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. So, for those wondering what I trade on, my charts I view on Thinkorswim, which is what you're seeing right now, but I trade on Webull. If you're interested in Webull, there'll be a link in the description. If you use my link, I think you get like 3 free stocks or something like that. Check it out. Webull, I like Webull because it's 0 commission. Thinkorswim, you have to pay for commission. The only thing you do have to pay for is taxes, but that's any trade you do, even on Robinhood. You have to pay taxes everywhere, so that's that. If you're interested in ACT, Awesome Calls Trading, the room I'm in, it's a very low-key room, but I think it's the best one out there. If you're interested, link will also be in the description, as I said before. If you have any questions about this room, I'll give you my honest opinion. Message me on Twitter. I'll give you my full honest opinion. Yeah, what else? My Twitter will be in the description box below. Message me there if you have any questions. And yeah, this was a quick video on the trade I did today. Yeah, so like this video, subscribe, all that cool stuff that every YouTuber tells you to do. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.